Boy, Killzone. And I know it's been a while since I've been on here, but as you could tell, I'm on this farming simulator, and I have a pro tip for you. Give me 1 second. We're gonna pull up the stream, make sure everything sounds good. Um, Gonna make sure everything should be okay. So, I'm gonna pop into here, pop right up here. Let me do just one thing real quick. Um, Alright, we're back. Alright, so I'm gonna show you a pro tip on, in case you didn't know, they've had a new snow mod that's been in for a while. Ah, damn it, hold on, I'm gonna have to quit again. But they have a new snow mod that's been in for a while. And I know there's a lot of ways you can move snow, and there's a lot of ways that are pain in the asses in moving snow. So today I'm going to show you a pro tip to the easiest way of moving snow. Now there's a few things you'll need, and I'll show you those before we begin. And then I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay? Now it's going to take longer to load than it typically does because it's got to load in those new physics. Because like I said, there's a new weather mod, and it's got seasons now. So you got winter, spring, summer, fall, all of that. And so once you start a new game, you load in starting into the early spring. So as you can say, I've already started moving snow. And it's really cool because they kind of got that walking in snow animation. I moved some of the snow, I dumped it right here, but we're going to even get rid of this. I know, I just thought of a way that's way easier. So let me quit real quick, and then we'll have to load back in once I get these mods added in. But first I'm going to show you the mods you need. So for tools, I have there's a lot of shit in the mods list, so you just have to scroll over. The only thing in terms of tools that you'll need, ignore everything that says already installed. That's really cool if you want to cut grass. That's later on after you can start harvesting and stuff, or farming and stuff. Right now it's going to say the ground's frozen, this or that, so you'll have to wait until it starts getting warmer. But, things you'll need. You'll need this right here, the swipper. You'll need that. That's the only tool you'll need. In terms of equipment, you'll go to trailers. Again, you'll go all the way over until you see this big boy right here. You'll also need this right here, the black shed modding. Let me go back to it. Right here, it has 70,000 capacity. Now, I'm pretty sure it'll work. I haven't really tested it out yet. We're gonna test it out together. It should work. Scroll down. When you add new mods, make sure you have them in here. We're gonna have the money mod just so I can afford this stuff to show you. But this is just like a little pro tip. We're gonna say, I always like to think of it as you get $1 million for finding every single piece of gold. We're gonna say that we found all the gold and that's how we got this money, you know? Alright. So once this gets done loading, I'll show you how to do it. Takes it a while to load. Like I said, it's got a lot of physics and stuff it has to load into the game, so it takes you a while to load. Okay. Now this will work on any map in the game that you try to do. It was part of the new DLC game, new part of the DLC, but you don't have to have the DLC to do it. That makes sense. So as you can tell, we got all this snow over here, and we're gonna have to move it. So first thing we're gonna do is we're going to get the money mod and get us about $1 million. Uh, I really don't want this to be anywhere near my field. Um, it looks like it's gonna have to be here though, because it's the only place I have cleared. So we're gonna have this, and then once we get done with this and we get enough money, I'm gonna show you all the things that you'll need. So we're gonna wait for our money to get up. As we're waiting, I'm gonna teleport over to the shop. Alright, now there's a few things you'll need. First thing you'll need is a tractor. Doesn't matter what size tractor, it just needs to have a front end loader. It doesn't matter what tractor you get, like I said, just as long as it has a front end loader. Okay. We're gonna go full power. We don't really need it, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna go standard tires. Boom. Now, you'll go over to miscellaneous over here, and you'll get this right here. Now what this will do, also pick up a phone because it tells you how your soil's doing and tells you what you can and can't do when you can and can't do it. So get you a phone. Now, you'll hop in. Don't forget with this mod, you have to crank your car now. It's not an automatic thing. You can't switch that over. Just because it deals with the seasons, and the reason they do that is because in the winter, you can't crank your car. Which makes sense, you shouldn't be able to crank your car when it's negative 1,000 degrees, you know? Not literally negative 1,000, but you get my point. Now this right here is all you'll need in terms of moving snow that isn't part of your field. The reason I say that is this sweeper will move the snow as easy as day, but if you try to do it on a field, it will delete your field because this is set up to reset your field, so it'll just show grass. I've tried it, and it's just not pretty. Now we're gonna go ahead and buy everything else that we need. We'll need to go to tipper. We'll need this. We're gonna do main color blue because I really like blue. Wide wheels because why not? Black tires, oversized load, and design white. Okay, we need that. And we need a truck, which we're gonna go to my favorite truck, which is right here. We're gonna add a trailer hitch. Again, we're gonna make it blue, wide wheels, black, oversized load, because we're American. Spoiler and bar. That's all I need right there. That's all the money I need. So what we'll do is we'll go to real time, and then we're gonna sell the money mod, and that's all you need the money mod for. In terms of snow stuff, you can keep it. It's really good for like beginners to start off. You know, you need money for stuff. A lot of things cost money, and honestly, I like to buy good equipment first. That way I don't have to worry about maintenance costs, and I'll pay off the bank, do all of that good stuff. And yeah. So it's very important to remember what is your field and what isn't your field. Because if you don't, it's going to end up you're going to end up deleting some of your field. So what I do is I will go until I see my field. Then once I see my field, that's when I'll come in with this and clean up. So once I get my fields cleared, that's when I'll clear what's around my field. That makes sense. So we're going to, because we have one on our ass, we're going to turn off our backlights because that's hella bright. And honestly, we can kick it back to 120 just to get it back to daytime. So that's what we're going to do. Now I have my season set to 24 days. 24 days a season. 4 seasons a year. That's a good. Nah, I don't feel like doing math, you know. But all right, so it's midnight now. 2400. midnight. So it's midnight now. Um, now that we're back on the main road, I'm going to turn all my lights back on. Now, also, I don't know if I showed you this or not, but you also need the snow plow. Look in the mods, go to your tools, and you'll see the snow plow. You also need that. Now, this is perfect for this area because you can just lower this, and it literally just clears the snow for you. That's all you need to do to clear the snow. That's the reason I chose this map and not one of the new maps, is because I'm familiar with this map, so I kind of sort of know where the fields start, so that I don't end up deleting field, you know? Alright, we set a barrier, we're gonna follow that barrier. And then just pick up right here. And as you can see, it's moving, you're getting rid of the snow. So that's how you do this one. Now, for those of you who are asking me, well, this deletes field, so how do you get rid of snow without deleting your field? I have an answer for you. What we're just gonna do here is we're just gonna indet this opening, because I've already made this an opening so that I can see how to get through. We're just gonna widen it, you know, make it more crisp. See, that's filled. You don't want to run over your field, so you'll make new territory. Alright, push all of that back. Alright. Alright, now we have a way to get to the road. Now we're gonna widen it just so bigger objects can get in here. Hold on. And once I get done widening this, we'll show you how to do the next thing. So this is how you would move the dirt, or the snow, sorry, I keep saying dirt. This is how you would move the snow if it wasn't on your field. And it's almost daytime. So once it hits daytime, I'll turn the times whatever off. Alright, so you just clean up these spotches because it's going to bother me. Alright, so that's how you do that. Now, you always got to remember, now with this new mod, you have to turn your engines off, or else they're always constantly going to be running. Alright, so now, how do you do it whenever there is fill? Now, the answer to that is simple. Like I said, you get that snow thrower. This is just simply because you need a trailer. Let me double check to make sure it holds snow. Okay, good. That would have been disastrous if it doesn't. Now, this is simply just because you need something to put the snow in. That's the only reason you get this. So you'll take this down to your farm. This will also be helpful whenever you start making big harvest. Because it's the biggest trailer in the game. It holds 75,000. And so you could harvest all 3 fields of one plant move it to the this hole is about the same as a trailer on your um I keep saying a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. This will hold as much as a cart on the train will. All right, so you'll drive over to your farm, which in this map they clear the roads. In some maps they don't clear the roads. So you could use the technique I showed you. Either technique, this works. As you can see, that dumped it into me, which sounded weird. It dumped what was left of that snow into the trailer. And so this is why you need this. Alright, so then you go grab this tractor right here. And this will be how you clear snow off of your fields. Alright. So you'll drive on up here. Alright. You'll ride here. Alright, then you'll hit hire worker. Once you know a worker's hired, you will switch over to the truck. And you will give this something to drop its snow into. Now, just turn around real quick. No biggie that it's missing stuff. You can always pick it up later. Just turn around. And then you just follow it. That's all you gotta do is just follow it. Alright, so you follow it so it has something to throw it into. Hold on. Alright. Then you'll simply hire a worker and hop back in the truck. Then you just follow the snow. What I like to do, because I'm lazy, is I'll drive super far in front of it. Like so. And lower my cruise control. And then set cruise control to keep up with it. Which 9 is even too fast. So we'll drop it to about 5. Set cruise control. Alright. You'll drive forward. Let it turn around, do its thing that it needs to do. Oh. Then you'll turn around. Then it'll pick up snow. So it's tedious when your worker's not cooperating, but it's honestly the easiest way to do it. Um, Now you'll just hire a worker. Why are you not working? Alright, so this looks like the least effective way. So when that's the case, what you'll do is you will cancel your worker. And I've thought of that. And so what you'll do is you'll just drop this. Then you will go here. And you'll sell the tractor. And you will pick up a bigger tractor. In terms of the height, you'll pick up a bigger tractor. You'll go here. Then unfortunately you'll have to drive it all the way back. Oh wait, almost forgot something. You will have to add one of, where's it at? I'm trying to think of where it would be. Here, dolly. You will have to add a dolly. For this to work. But, okay. Add a dolly. Wide wheels just to make it look cooler. And you will go through here. And once you get back home, you'll hook your trailer up, hook your snow thrower back up, and basically do what the worker was doing, that the worker was doing such a shitty job with. And then you'll have to find somewhere to dump that snow, which I'll probably just go to one of these big fields that's not mine, that I don't really give a shit about, and drop it on their field. And repeat the process until all the snow is removed. But yeah, it's a really tedious work to do, but it's the most effective way over trying to use a tipper and tipping it all forward, pushing it forward, and then it's a big ass pile. Then you got to figure out what to do with the big ass pile, and then you got to buy, like, say the new excavator and pick up that big pile that you just pushed and put it in the tip. So you're basically doing the same thing that you would be doing with that tipper, with the tipper pushing it forward, without that extra step of putting it in a big ass pile, without having to move the big ass pile. Hold on one sec. Had to change remotes real quick. Alright. So then, after that, you'll simply just move this truck. The engine was started, but okay, whatever. Let's move this truck right here. Boom. Turn the engine off because gas purposes. Hook this up. Actually, let's hook this up first because it's the easiest to hook up. Hook this up first. Now, does this thing not have a front end? There it is. I just saw that. There we go. Alright. And then you'll try to wedge this dolly, which is easier said than done. Underneath this. There we go. And you'll just back this up. And Now that it's daytime, let me turn the time down, um, like so. Um, move this over, turn this on, lower this. And then at this now, you can do exactly what your worker was doing far more effectively. Turn your cruise control down to, I'd say, 5. You can turn cruise control on. And now all you gotta do is just guide it just like it would be if you had a helper helping you. And so as you can see, it's removing it off the field, it's throwing it into the trailer, and then once the trailer gets full, we'll just simply empty the trailer and we'll continue back to doing what we were doing, clearing the field. Now in terms of like how long do you have to complete this and still be on track to your season, you're in early spring, day 3, depending on how many days you have, you're not going to be able to do nothing. As you can see, it says it's 1 degrees right now. The topsoil says it's 10 degrees. You're not going to be able to do nothing until that topsoil says it's 40 degrees. It's all until it hits 40 degrees. It's going to say your topsoil's frozen. You can't do anything. So to answer that question is you have until that topsoil says it's 40 degrees before you're behind track. That makes sense. So then you just simply switch to your trailer. Again, go to one of these fields that you don't care about and just let it unload. And yeah, that's honestly the best way to do it. If you wanted to be a true savage, which honestly, I take that back, you can't really do that. You could delete the field, which I honestly don't even think you could do that because it'd say you own the field or you don't own the field. So you couldn't do it. But, so yeah, that's pretty much how you do this. Once it empties, start driving back. Once it empties, you'll hit stop unloading. You'll switch back to your header. And you'll pick up right where you left off at. So I really hope that helped you guys. I know it really helped me. It took me like, I'd say a good 30 minutes to figure out how to do this and how to think about the best ways to doing this. But once I figured it out, I mean, you see how quick I'm moving snow now. Once you clear your field out, you just let it wait until it says you can cultivate, where it says the ground's not frozen, and then you just go back to farming. It's pretty much farming simulator all over again. So you'll do that again, put it in that cruise control that you have it set for 5 to 6 miles per hour, and pick up the snow. Now, if you want my opinion, always leave your field to help you versus hurt you. And what I mean by that is because this is a new game, it has the 3 different styles. So you have to cultivate, you have to plow on all of it. Leave your field to where, which we're going to stop here. Oh, stop. We're going to stop here because the rest of that we can hit with the sweeper. But yeah, always have your field to help you, not hurt you. And what I mean by that is, have your field consistent before the winter. That way, after it gets done snowing and you get into the spring, you can sow, and then be ready to go. Or you can cultivate, sow, or whatever. Just whatever you do. Which this is kind of common sense. You should know this. Don't, and I repeat, do not leave seed on the ground because you will kill the crop. because it'll be too cold. The ground will freeze over, and it just will be, it'll make for a bad time. Now you might have to adjust your speed based off how thick the snow is. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lower our cruise control to about 4, just because of how thick the snow is. It's causing the thrower to bounce. And go back to picking up snow. We'll go till we reach the end of the field. And then the end of the field will indicate to us where we can come in at with the other one without deleting field, you know? So we'll do the same thing right here, which we're full now. So cut this off, lift it up. And so it's really tedious work, I know. But imagine if you had a smaller trailer than this, you know? That's why I told you to get this size trailer. It's because yes, it takes a long time, but honestly, once you figure out where your field's at again, just clean off your field and then let the sweeper do the rest of the work for you. Because the sweeper, you don't have to dump every 5 seconds. I mean, you can throw the snow everywhere. You can throw all of the snow if you want. But honestly, I wouldn't. Just because, you know, that sweeper automatically deletes whatever you're trying to do anyway. Just know that it also will delete your field. So just be careful with that. But yeah, guys, besides that, I really hope this video helped you. I know it's kind of long. But yeah, this is the easiest way to remove snow. And if you want me to make any more videos or anything else helping you in terms of Farming Simulator, let me know. I got my YouTube channel back, so I'm gonna try to be going back to doing GTA stuff and all that types of stuff. So yeah, if this video really helped you, leave a thumbs up, subscribe. Till next time, guys, see you later.